Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Mob Psycho 100, you guys. I personally am so intrigued as to what could possibly be going on. I've given it a lot of thought over the last week. You guys have chimed in with your feedback, and I'm officially starting to wonder about some things, especially after the last episode. So, oh man, last time was great. It was a lot of fun. It's always nice to see Mob get like, don't hurt people I love, And it was so weird to see Dimple being like, it isn't weird to see Dimple being antagonistic, because like, it's not like Dimple is like pure lawful good. But the whole thing does beg some questions, and I'll get into it because I do have a few things I want to say before we get started on the next ep. But before I do that, I do just want to say, if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. That means that you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still, thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, guys. I am starting to wonder about the whole Dimple situation, because I did notice this in editing, and you guys pointed out as well that like there was a point where Dimple like fired off a shot at Mob or did something, attacked Mob. And then was like, oh no, did I use too much force? And he like thought it to himself, and I'm like, I don't think I registered it the first time around, but in editing and when you guys brought it up, I'm like, that is weird. I have been seeing the whole time, like, is Dimple under some kind of influence? We know that the roots of the tree felt very dangerous to Mob. We know that the roots of the tree were kind of starting to wreak some havoc even before, presumably before Dimple was even involved. Is it possible that like Dimple was gonna get in on like, hey, I'm gonna have this whole like religion and stuff, and then someone was corrupted? Or is he, I this is really far-fetched, but like the way that he was like, oops, I didn't use too much force, did I? Like, this isn't like a big setup or something, is it? Like, I don't know. But it does kind of make you wonder, and I'm just excited to see where it's going. I'm not going to try to predict it. I'm just really enjoying the way it's done, the story, how cool everything looks, and I'm just kind of along for the ride. So, yeah, guys, I'm dying to know what's going to happen next. Without further ado, what do you say we go ahead and we jump right in to the next episode of Mob Psycho 100. Let's do this. It was within his budget. I'm not seeing the issue. I think the monkeys are great. Little much, but... Oh. Sometimes you just can't handle the truth about your monkey shirt. It happens to the best of us. Something's happening to the tree? Is he making a new tree? Oh, something happening inside the divine tree. What's wrong? He's like not fighting back. What? He's completely vulnerable. Crap. Was that burst his last energy? He was giving off the last of it. On purpose? What is your plan? Whoa! What are you gonna do? Did he see through this? Now we can really talk, because we're not... It's like, I believe in you no matter what, and that trust, okay. Okay, spill. Got carried away. Got swept up. So then it wasn't a control. He wasn't being controlled or possessed or anything. Dimple! Happens to all of us. Did he maybe get a little carried away in his thinking that he's being looked at? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like realizing something about himself. Friendship. Oh, in a way, Mob was getting that too. Oh. See. Wow, and now we're showing you that trust. Oh, really? Dimple, what did you do? But something was missing. Because you didn't have Mom with you. In a way, Dimple wants people to like him too. No, he extended his friendship. Maybe you just found that there are things more important. He's like, I will listen. That's it. That's gonna. Oh, he's now realizing what's most important. That's what he wanted. You really are. You're able to see past everything and just see people's hearts. Nice. That was easy. And he'll be Dimple again. Oh, you're going to have to carry him. Yeah. Oh, he thought he wanted to rule, but he really just wanted a friend. Well, according to Reagan, yeah, we were just going to throw it in the ocean. The thing is, he's that powerful. Oh, I'm sleeping. Oh. I thought we were buds. He's like, fine, but don't drool on me. Oh. Go live with Mom. Uh-oh. I knew it. The tree is still... Oh, crap. They still have to deal with the tree. The tree is, like, taking on an entity of its own. So then what's going on? It's just got enough energy to do it on its own. But it was also, like, going... We saw it attack that one person. Is he talking about Mob? No way. We gotta run. Dang. Is it gonna work though if we're using the same energy we got from the tree? What is it, like immune to its own? Oh no! He's got Mob. Dang it. He's like, now that I just realized that this is what I want, don't take him away. Poop. This would be a good time for Mob to wake up. Oh, nice. Huh? Dang it. They're just going to keep coming. They could probably make like infinite avatars of the Psycho Helmet. Oh, is it? Oh, no! It's going to get stronger, and he's going to return to regular Dimple mode. Oh, no. Oh, man. He's given him all he's got, but is that enough? Whoa. I could tell he's, like, losing steam, and I wonder if they sucked up enough of his powers he's, like, not as powerful. Ow. Oh, wow, that is colorful. Oh, dang. Oh! Oh, man, they just keep coming. They're, like, infinite. Dimple? That's true. Yeah, he's like harnessing it all the time. It's a tough thing to keep in check. Oh. He's gonna brainwash him to get up and get away. Oh, he's gonna do something to like sacrifice himself and get rid of the broccoli, isn't he? And I wonder if he brainwashed him to see him that way too, instead of as God Dimple. Bye, Dimple. Please be safe. I don't like this. I feel like this is a big goodbye. Dang it. Is he gonna let out? What's he gonna do? He's definitely sacrificing himself, and I'm not here for it. He is. He's tearing it apart from the inside. Dimple, no! They're all free now. He pulled it up by the roots? Oh, he's taking it away. That's what he's doing. He can't defeat it, so he's just going to get it away from everyone. Yeah, I'll bet. He's starting to put it together. But I feel like maybe as time goes on, do you think it'll resurface? Dimple, you say? I feel like he kind of knows on some level. He doesn't know, but I feel like maybe like somewhere he can feel it. You can't remember, but you kind of know. He knows it's him. Oh, Dimple. He might not remember, but he knows. There's no way. Wait a second, guys. Hang on. You're not telling me they just killed Dimple off, are you? No flippin' way. But come to think of it, all of the reconciliation and resolution and character development, I guess, should have been a huge death flag for me. But I gotta believe we didn't see what happened. We just saw him taking off. I'm assuming he's gonna throw it in the ocean. Maybe he's just taking it off somewhere where it's not gonna bother anybody. But guys, I gotta believe he'll be back. He's not gone. But that was the only thing he could think of. He could only think of just using himself to just get that tree away so it wouldn't hurt anybody. Guys, I love this episode. I love that Mob just had to make himself totally vulnerable to put himself in front of Dimple and say, hey, I'm your friend. If you want to talk, we'll talk. I'll hear you out. I'll hear out your whole plan. But I'm not coming at you as an attack. And I totally get coming at him at first, being like, you brainwash all these people. You got to stop. If I have to use force, I'll use force. I don't want to. But in the end, it's like Mob knew Dimple's heart so well that he knew he could trust him, and he knew he could put himself in front of him vulnerable, and he wasn't going to, you know, deal him a fatal blow or anything. Mob, you know, it is true that he holds in a lot of power. That is a ton of power to wield, and he is so humble about it, like 99% of the time. And he just doesn't see it as, it doesn't make him puffed up on himself, you know? And I think once Dimple realized that, he realized how, like, you know, getting carried away for 2 seconds because you thought maybe girls were looking at you, it's really not any kind of, you know, exploitation of your power, really, necessarily. It's really pales in comparison to what it could be, considering how powerful Mob is. But Mob was able to realize, like, you know what? You were there, you invited me, you wanted me there by your side, and I was all caught up in myself, and I couldn't see it, and I blew you off. And I get getting carried away, you know? I love how Mob can, like, just bring his, like, certainly that's not on par with, like, getting carried away to the point where you brainwash a ton of people into following you as a god. But I love how Mob can break things down so much in his mind that way and find a way to relate, you know? And that's always been a thing about Mob. Like, he will always, like, stand before a villain and be like, I'm not going to judge you. And I just love that. I just love it. I am so sad about Dimple. I got to believe he's going to be all right. Like, he might come back and he might be like this big, but he's going to come back. Like, I'm not going to accept that that was it for him. Although I will say that was a beautiful farewell, that he would just, you know, I'm like, something must be wrong when he just woke Mob up. And he's like, he just brainwashed him to get out so that he could handle the rest. And it makes total sense that, like, even though Mob wouldn't know, he knew because he knew Dimple. He didn't know because he remembered. He knew because he knew Dimple. And that was just, it was a beautiful farewell. I'm just hoping it's not forever. Yeah, I mean, I gotta believe that he's gonna find his way back somehow, even if he's, like, seriously not as powered up. The fact that we didn't really see what happened, I think, is a good indicator that maybe that'll be a thing. Might not be right away, but man, what a thing that would be to pull out for, like, the season finale, you know? I mean, I didn't even know what's happening in the next part of the season. I think this was, like, was this the halfway point? They're usually, like, 12 episodes, right? Or 12 or 13. So I don't even know what we're building up for the rest of the season, but say we build up a villain for the rest of the season or something, an obstacle. It doesn't necessarily have to be, like, a super villain, but I think that would be a really cool way to, like, bring Dimple right back in at the end and be like, just when you think all hope is lost, here comes Dimple. He might be, like, palm-sized Dimple. He might be, like, super low on energy, but wow, guys, that was great. I love the whole thing. You know, Mob was really able to reach Dimple. And so Dimple was not being controlled. He was not faking anything. It was literally just, it went to his head. And I should have seen that coming, considering how there's an easy enough comparison to draw there between, like, Mob getting a little carried away on his ego. And, you know, if you want to blow that up to a huge scale of, like, what it would feel like to have people worshiping you and not just like, hey, I think a few girls looked at me, you know, it was so good. Fingers crossed for Dimple. I would say I did not see a body, but I don't know if we can. It's not exactly like a body as we traditionally think of it. So, you know, but I'm just going to hold out hope. I'm going to hold out hope for Dimple, but that was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ending. And really, I love that in the end, he found that, you know, I thought I wanted adoration. I thought I wanted power, but what really felt best was having my friend by my side. That is pretty stinking beautiful. So, just believe that he'll be back one day. But no matter what, his sacrifice will never be forgotten. Even if it's forgotten, it's not forgotten. You know what I mean? So, all right, guys. I guess we're on to the second half of the season after this, assuming it's another, I'm pretty sure they're short seasons for Mob, right? They're not like the 24 episode ones. I think they're like 12 or 13 typically. So we're on to the second half of the season and whatever that has in store, you guys. So awesome episode. I enjoyed it so much. Hit me in the feels. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. And please, please be sure to join me next time, because if they took out Dimple, God only knows what they're doing next. I will need your help. So please be sure to join me then. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.